Hello Magic fans, I'm Beef and welcome back to another standard gameplay video. Today we are playing a 3-colour Reanimator deck focused around Foggy Swamp Visions, a new card from Avatar. So what it is, a 3-mana black sorcery. It says additional cost to cast this spell, we Waterbend X. Waterbend means we can tap our creatures or artifacts to help pay for it, obviously as well as mana. And then we exile X target creature cards from any graveyard. For each creature card exiled this way, we create a token card that's a copy of it. Then at the beginning of our next end step, sacrifice those tokens. So you may have noticed there is a key phrase missing that you would hope was in there, and that is they gain haste until the end of turn, but that is not in there. So essentially we can get creatures back, we get ETBs, but that's it. So it's one of those things that I don't quite understand why it's rare, because it's not massively powerful. I originally did try to build a straight up Rakdos deck, but black especially isn't great at getting artifacts onto the battlefield to help with Waterbend. Red is better, but it was just far too slow. So I did end up going with a 3-colour green, black, red in the end, which I'm not particularly happy with, just because we're playing Badger Mole, which is incredibly powerful, and then it just turns into a straight up ramp deck, which is a lot more effective, but it takes away from the Foggy Swamp Visions aspect of it, because you can just ramp to high heaven and play out all your cards. So what do we want to do? We want to get Bagov off and Crater Hoof Behemoth and Vaultborn Tyrant, Overlord of the Boiler Bilges into the graveyard, as well as Terror of the Peaks and Overlord of Balmerk, which helps get cards into the graveyard, and even Enduring Courage, which gives every creature haste and +2/+0 when they enter. Obviously, we can play this out before casting Foggy Swamp Visions, but we have it in the graveyard, we can get it as well. And that way we can just smash in with as many creatures as we can get back. With Terror of the Peaks, obviously, if we get a few of these back, or this and a lot of other creatures, it doesn't matter if we can't attack, because the ETB trigger that Terror of the Peaks basically gives other creatures, when another creature you control enters, the terror deals damage equal to that creature's power at any target. We can just kill our opponent like that. And rounding out the deck, it says 4 Animal Elves, 4 Badger Mole Cub, 3 Dredger's Insight to mill, Town Greeter as well to mill, Bit of Triumph as removal and to get creatures into the graveyard from our hand. And then we do have 1 copy of Sorceress's Schemes, a 4-mana sorcery from Final Fantasy. And it says return target instant sorcery card from our graveyard or exile card with flashback we own to a hand. And then we add a red, not sure why. And we can flash it back for 5. Because obviously the weakness of this deck is we can mill Foggy Swamp Visions. But even if we mill the Sorceress's Schemes, because it has flashback, then we can just get the Foggy Swamp Visions back and cast it like that. And because Foggy Swamp Visions doesn't exile itself, if we draw the Sorcerer's Schemes, we can cast it, get Foggy Swamp Visions back, flash it back, get it back again. So obviously we can do it a few times. Mana bases, as you would expect. Mana in this deck is a bit funny, because while we don't have a huge amount of red cards, and we don't generally want to cast them, Enduring Courage we do. We wouldn't mind Impending Overlord, and obviously Terror of the Peaks only at 5 mana. It's not particularly hard to cast, but they are all double red as well, whereas most of our deck is green and black. When it works, but things like Leyline of the Void just stops it. Authority of the Consoles can just stop it, unless we can get Terror of the Peaks. And I did go through a huge run of bad luck of literally milling almost 3/4 of our deck sometimes and hitting literally nothing that we wanted to get back, which was absolutely insane. We have 21 lands because of Badger Mole Cub and Animal Elves, and we can get land back with Dredger's Insight and Town Greeter. We are playing less lands, but the amount of times we mill like 2, 3, or even 4 lands with Overlord of the Balmerk or whatever, it is quite insane. So just bad luck, and yeah, it is quite vulnerable to obviously graveyard hate and anything like that. So it's fun, definitely worth giving it a go, but not massively powerful. Hope you all enjoy it. If you do, please remember to like and subscribe. Give a shout out to my patrons, Arcadius, Mihail, Thomas and Adrian. Thank you very much for your support. Thank you everyone else for your support, and I'll see you all in the gameplay. We go first. Okay hand. No red mana yet. I'm sure Town Greeter can help us find it. Haha, whiff. And then we'll play out Land of White Elves. That was a whiff as well. There's good things in the graveyard. We're probably not going to be able to ever cast our Terror of the Peaks. And we really need a bit of Triumph to ditch it. Our opponent seems stunned. Yeah. I don't know why that took so long. I will keep a Badger Mark up. I'll swing in. Yay! More removal. Well, they do sure like whiffing. You can go on red. But I imagine you have lots more removal. What is interesting is Terror of the Peaks. It is not walled. So the additional 3 life to cast target isn't turned off by Nowhere to Run. We get an extra Surveil. 3, 4, 5. I don't think we need that at the moment. Sure. Yet we draw one anyway. Do you have another Gatekeeper of Malak here? We will discard a Vaultborn Tyrant. Well, at least we can cast the Terror of the Peaks next turn. Well, their deck is a bit of a mishmash. Yeah, we do take 1. And we can take out one of your Black Mage's Rod. The Rod itself doesn't have the ping ability, it gives it to a creature. Now I wish we'd kept the Vaultborn Tyrant. Oh, they can sack the Momentum Breaker for life. Whether they do or not, or just sit there, gormless. They're choosing to sit there, gormless. Yeah, let's swing in. They're on a faster clock than we are. Are they equipping? Yeah. Fair enough. Goodbye. Hello. just a land. Say, have another Arc Enemy's Charm. It'd be quite annoying. Maybe they do. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Have you? You. What cards you have in your hand? That doesn't do it. I know they can't attack with it, but I can literally attack with everything else. Yeah, such an odd thing to keep in, to hold up. We go first. Well, have to play this on green. And shock it in for Llanowar Elves. Starling Gorehound, so probably up against a play at you, up against a Sephiroth deck. Don't think we need you for now. Next turn we can full strength Overlord. Assuming all our things survive. Which it looks like they will. Oh, let's get another Llanowar Elves. Now we've got a Sorceress's Schemes. We're not that fussed about milling a Foggy Swamp. We just need to find some powerful things. Do they attack? I know they will have Razor Pass, but Snarling Gorehound is ridiculously powerful in this kind of deck. Well, let's just get out a Llanowar Elves and swing in with you. Couple of Town Greeters. Which we will play out. There's a Tyrant, and there is a Foggy Bottom Swamp. So we will get that back. Because we did get the Enduring Courage down in that. There's a Sephiroth. What do I have? I have a couple of things down there. We can do a pretty big one. So 3, then 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we'll get you. We'll get you. Then. Oh no, we need to do one more. So x equals 7. You. 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 Sorry. Yeah. You. We get quite a few triggers, and our opponent scoops. No, our opponent goes first. They've mulliganed. I'll pitch that for now. We'll find more lands with treasures inside, I'm sure. Or not. I think this game's already over. That's Overlord. They should have actually just hit in harder, I think. And we'll badge them out. What are they going to slam in? Yep. Well, that is badger mole. Let's turn on you. Let's Treasure's Insight. And let's get another Overlord. We do have 6 mana next turn. Well, let us full blow. Full cost the Overlord. We will get a Nano Elves. Gain a couple of life. There's a Foggy Swamp Visions in the graveyard. Four, five, six, seven, 8. They should have given. Oh, that's not the land from Avatar that is unblockable. I will take that trade. Ooh, Foggy Swamp Visions. What do we have? One. A Terror. A Crater Hoof. Or we could just that for now. And let's impend another Overlord. We'll just get back a Badgermole Cub. Roll a 16. What do... Ooh. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we can do 6. 1, 2. Alright, we don't even get to see it. We go first. There's a Zach Fair. Kill you. We'll discard a Crater Hoof. Great, another Crater Hoof. I'll get a Mortuary. You can go in the graveyard. Oh, let's get down a Dreaded Insight. I'm not sure what the stick is. Let's get down an Overlord. We'll get back an Overlord. Because then we can get the Badgermole Cub. We won't attack. We are still looking for Foggy Swamp Visions. There's one in the graveyard. Oh, they're Boros. I think we just get down a Terror. Which probably will get removed. But it will cost them 3. There's a Raban. Well, why they tap in ridiculous ways, I don't know. On you. Do you have something? I mean, we're going to be taking a lot of life. And now we can tack in, and our opponent scoops. Our opponent goes first. I don't have Blackmail at the moment. But hopefully Town Greeter can find it. Oh, good. Allies. I'll get the mortuary. That will turn on our Verd, so we will have black mana. Ally, who'd have thought? They have something. They wouldn't attack unless they had protection. I don't think... Well, we would impend anyway, so we would have put it in the graveyard. Yeah, they definitely have something. Let's get back a Badgermole cub. No Foggy Swamp Visions in there yet. No. What do they append? Well, let's Badgermole cub. Turn on you. Let's impend you. We'll get another Badgermole cub. Should play that in Multiversal Passage first. You can go on. We have 2 black. We need red later on. And we'll swing in for 1. I mean, we can just create a hoof next turn. We'll tap most of our creatures for it, but... They won't attack with the Voyager. Will they? They do not. Well, let's Town Greeter. Get spectacularly nothing. Play out Llanowar Elves. And then next turn, we create a hoof for a big old amount. There's a Foggy Swamp, 2 Foggy Swamp Visions in there. But nothing particularly interesting. No Terror of the Peaks. Might have put more Terror of the Peaks in there. I can't remember the last time I actually saw one. So we have 3, 6, 9, 12, 15 mana. Yeah. Well, if I have something, we'll get the Tyrant back. Fair enough. I'm not sure. Giving us a very cheap Vault-Born Tyrant, really worth it. Hand smash. There we go. That's quite a lot. What the hell is this hand? Put a Enduring Courage away. Let's get down to Blooming Marsh. What do they have? Ooh, Magda. Well, that's Town Greeter. Get you back. Take out a Magda. But now we've got 2 cards in hand, and they're both lands, so not great. And they have another Magda. Fantastic. Well, we can do this for 3, because we can get your Magda. Oh no, can we do 4? 3. No, we can only do 2 anyway. Oh no. 3, 4, 5, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. We can do 4. Your Magda, an Overlord, Overlord, and a Tyrant. Take you out. We get a treasure. We draw. We draw. We draw. We mill. I mean, that actually wasn't that good. We did get a treasure though, so hooray for us. Decadent Dragon. Two land and white elves. Treasure's Insight. Let's get an Overlord. We'll impend you. We might just better cast the Valgavoth pretty quickly. In fact, I think we can already. Well, yeah, we can. Unless they take out a Badger Cub. Actually, I think we can even without a Badger Cub. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Play you on black. Vaglivoth. You. We take 3. We have our own Bonehall Dracosaur. I mean, Valgavoth's tough to beat in red-green. Got another treasure. Legion Extruder. There we go. Do you have another one? No. And yeah, I think Valgavoth probably did it there. Great. We're on the draw. No black mana. Oh, this is going on green. We'll play at the mountain. Badger Mole Cub. Earthbend you. Town Greeter. We'll get a starting town because it gains us some life and can tap for red. And now our opponent is tanking. It's so annoying. You have a fast start and your opponent acts like a baby. You don't have a fast start, you lose. Oh, there they go. Oh, get out you. We can only impend you. I'll get another Badger Mole Cub and play you out. Bend onto a starting town. Next turn we can Vaultborn Tyrant. There's nothing in the graveyard to get back. And we don't have... Wow, okay. Oh, there's a Foggy Swamp Visions. Just an Overlord. 2 Overlords. Let's Badger Mole. Onto you. But again, well, I suppose we could Foggy Swamp Visions, Sorcerous Schemes for 2. Sorcerous Schemes to get it back. That's assuming our opponent doesn't have a board wipe. Because we have 1, 2, 3. So 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 21 mana? So you for 2. Why didn't you tap the actual thing that taps the red mana without hurting us? And just another Overlord. Foggy Swamp Visions. We've now obviously lost those. So all we have is another Overlord. And I have another Suki. And a Sear Slicer Goblin. No, it's fine. Well, that's good. Wait. We only have one... We only have 1 black mana. Great. I mean, I'm pretty sure we won this game, but it's not been smooth sailing. The reason I'm not blocking it because they get, when it dies, they get a ally token anyway. One, I think. Oh no, let's do two. You and you. We do draw a Valgavoth. Great. Which we can just cast next turn. We will take out you. Oh, probably should have gone face, shouldn't I? Yeah, I definitely should have just gone face. Oh well. We get an ally. In fact, we should have swung it in with everything. But this has been an awful game for actually getting things into our graveyard. We're over halfway through our library. It is a bit ridiculous. Sure. I don't think they can do 11 to us. I just don't get how our hit rate is so bad. Like, it's atrocious.